Hello YouTube, and thank you for watching my first build video. Without further ado, let's get right into it. I am using a 4-piece hardwired, 1-piece Alp Summit Armament, and 1-piece Providence Defense. Let's get into the gear. My gear has 165% additional skill power with 9% cooldown reduction, and the talent on my mask is empowered. My chest piece has 491% additional skill power with 19.9k health on kill and 2 offensive system mods. My holster has 320% skill power with 12.3k health and 1 offensive protocol mod. Knee pads have 359 additional skill power, and it has an offensive protocol mod slot, but I'll get to that later. My gloves have 193% additional skill power with 4.1k health. And my backpack has 10% cooldown reduction, 3% critical hit damage, and 656% skill power. And for the talents, it has on the ropes and insulated. So here's what makes the build, this 4-piece right here. 2-piece gives you 20% skill health, 3-piece gives you increased shock duration, which I don't even use a gear set for the shocks, but anyways. And the 4th piece is 20% skill power. So let's add all this additional skill power. So that's 20. There's 30. And there's 40. 40% additional skill power. Now, if you look at my skill power, it says 3.1k. What do you think? Like, people don't even have that high skill power normally. That's outrageous. And that's going to make these two things really, really strong. But getting back to the knees. My guns are a Police M4 and a SIG 716. But the talent for it is Optimist. And Optimist, you have to have less than 5 or 5 exactly, and if I put the offensive protocol mod on the knee pads, it would be 6, and I wouldn't be able to get the additional damage. Continuing, my Police M4 has Optimist, Extra, and Rooted. Rooted is kind of what makes and breaks this build a little bit. If you look at what Rooted says, you can only imagine the additional 25% would be for the healing that I'm about to explain. If you refer to a little bit earlier in the video, I said I had additional, I think it was 40 or 45% skill power, plus the additional 25% healing. That's going to make this bad boy even better. But continuing, my 6716 has Optimist, weapon handling, or optimized, and protective deploy, which gives me 10% armor while I'm deploying a skill. And I can like run around with my chem launcher in my hand, and that 10% armor will stay there. It's pretty awesome. Alright, let's get into these bad boys. I'll start off with this one. I like to use the Seeker Mine because A, the cooldown is 38.2 seconds, and the damage is pretty decent. My mods on it could be better, but I'm working with what I have. And let's get to this bad boy right here. This is what everybody wants to know about. Cooldown is 16.2 seconds. The radius is 2 meters, and the duration is 5 seconds with 101,000 armor repair. And that's per second, people. Per second. My mods for the chem launcher, 44% extra heal and a 57.4% extra heal. Now, this thing, you can have somebody that has 300k armor on your team, and if you pop into cover and you shoot this chem launcher on them right after you pop in cover, their whole armor bar is going to go up. It's nasty, folks. Absolutely nasty. Now, if you can incorporate this into PvE, PvP, whatever you want, there is, however, going to be a buff or nerf, I forgot, on Hardwired coming up soon in this next update / patch, so be aware of that when you're trying to set something like this up. But that's the build. We're going to get into the specialization now, and you have to use the crossbow, and I'll explain why. When you're using this, you have this little boy right here. 15% increased outgoing healing. That 15% adds up. It adds up. But basically, that's everything that you would need to know to make a decent healer build. It can be like mine. It can be not like mine. I'm just showing everybody what I'm rocking with when it comes to a healer build. But I appreciate everybody taking the time to watch this. I try to post daily, if not every other day, Division 2 content. Like and subscribe if you like what I post. But that's it. Give them hell, everybody.